The acceleration of a vehicle, I heard.
Car passed within 5 feet of me.
I grabbed the kids and ran towards Pick and Save while my husband ran towards the scene.
My dad was on the phone with the hospital, and they had called to inform him that his son had been struck by a vehicle and that things weren't looking good.
Ben and I came to college together as freshmen.
He was my son's violin teacher.
He was my choir teacher.
He was always a servant.
He had a vision for his students that went well beyond the instruments that they played.
He was motivated.
A disciplined young man.
Ben ran our Shining Stars Day Camp program and our internship program.
He was a leader.
And he took me under his wing from day one. I mean, there wasn't a week that went by that we didn't have an hour-long conversation.
So this July 4th was going to be a little bit different for our family because Benjamin was staying up here in Wisconsin.
Our church family always celebrates it at Pick and Save. We watch the big fireworks from the parking lot there.
People bring their lawn chairs.
And we arrived and it was packed out. The whole church was there.
So I ended up taking the one wheel way up to the front.
I was with 2 of my friends.
We got our food, sat down. We called over a friend that was visiting us, and he actually was talking with Ben and Emily and was about to sit down and spend the evening with them.
A perfect moment, a beautiful night, perfect fireworks, everyone around laughing and smiling.
We heard some commotion behind us.
We heard the screech.
This huge rush.
Saw a car rapidly approaching in my direction.
It was just a moment, the blink of an eye. I heard a crash.
And turned around, and the car went right where we had just been.
And then I see the car goes whizzing past, and I look back, and I see Ben and Emily Grace.
It seemed like it was life-threatening for everybody.
Is everyone okay? Where's our family?
Mothers were running with children.
I ran up to Ben, and actually at that moment I couldn't even recognize who he was.
But once I got close to Ben, I knew it wasn't an active shooter. And I look up and I see the taillights of a car in the woods.
Then I jumped up to call 911.
I rollerblade down the street there.
Immediately, sirens started coming.
And then I saw lights just everywhere there.
And then I look over, and there's a circle with several people surrounding Ben and Emily.
I wasn't wondering if one of my family members had been hit. I was wondering who it was.
I saw a dear friend and she hugged me and she said, "It's Ben."
The car almost hit my brother, and that's when it hit home.
We don't know how much time we have left.
When we all went to the fireworks that night and did what we do every year, it was as normal as can be.
What could Ben possibly have done to avoid it dying? I mean, he's sitting on a curb watching fireworks in an area that seemed safe.
There would be nothing to think that what happened was going to happen.
It helped me realize how short and fragile life is.
We don't know when we are gonna die.
Ben was planning to come back for James's birthday in 2 weeks, and he was gonna be back on the day of James's birthday. But instead, James's birthday was the day after Ben's funeral.
I told my children, be thankful that you still have a dad.
Just that reality of how short life is.
Death is so unpredictable.
These people are young.
What are we living for? What is the purpose of life? Why are you and me here on this earth?
We like to plan out our life.
So you think, I have into my 70s, 80s, 90s.
We don't know when the hour or the day may be.
And every single day we have is by the mercy of God, especially when we have an account of sin that's not settled with Him.
It just makes you realize we gotta live for eternity.
5 years ago, made a decision to ask God to save me from my sins because I knew He loved me. I knew He paid the price for my sins and that He didn't want me to be in hell.
I would have been prepared because I accepted Jesus as my Savior.
Before that, I was very scared to die.
Ben was prepared to die.
He decided to place his trust in Jesus alone to take him to heaven.
He knew Christ. He knew He was His Savior.
Maybe not all of us can say that for ourselves.
The best time to prepare for eternity is now. Eternity will come, probably at an unexpected time.
All you know that you have is today.
We don't know when death's gonna come knocking at our door.
Today's the day of salvation.
definitely the clock is ticking.
When I closed my eyes the last time on this earth and I open them, I'm going to be in heaven and see Jesus. And I want to say, I'm prepared. Are you?